Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. I am back from my trip to Europe. I was there for 3 weeks. The Paris vlog will have just gone up by the time you see this, and then I will be posting London later on this month. Even though I went in November, both Paris and London were already celebrating Christmas. So yes, there will be a lot of holiday feels and I hope you enjoy them. I'm excited to share pieces that I found, and hopefully you watch the Paris vlog so that you can see some of the stores that we went to. So let's get started. In Printemps, I found the black version of my Chanel Slingback. I have the nude two-tone Slingbacks. I really want a simple black pair as well. I like the quality of these and the comfort is just right. I also just love that it's a block heel, which is perfect for New York. I really love Chanel shoes in particular. Their handbags have not held up in terms of quality over the years, but I find that their shoes are still really good. They're very elevated. I can dress them up, dress them down. So a lot of versatility and definitely a timeless piece that will stay in my collection for years to come. I had been looking for the Yves Saint Laurent loafers that are slightly chunkier for quite some time. And I really wanted to try them on. So in Printemps, I went to the Saint Laurent store, and I asked to try a size 38, which I typically am. They were a tad too big, which actually surprised me because with luxury designer shoes, if anything, I would have to size up. So the sales associate looked in his stock to see if they had any 37.5s. He did not. And then he looked to see if there were any just in other Paris boutiques or even in France. And no 37.5s available, which was so sad. However, I was able to find them on SENSER, and I'm really excited to be collaborating with them on this portion of the video. SENSER is an online luxury platform that offers luxury pieces, so clothes, handbags, shoes, and accessories from luxury designer brands, including new season items, at anywhere between 30 to 70% less than retail. It's like shopping in Europe and having the VAT tax refund right off the bat. So you don't have to go through that trouble of passports and submitting in the airport and all of that jazz. They also have a lot of discounted items. For the YSL shoes that I was looking at, in Paris, they cost 800 euros, and they also cost 800 euros on the website. And in the US, they cost $950. And that is before tax. But on SENSER, they're only $515, and that's with duties included. So that's like 50% off, basically. Everything is 100% authentic. The ones that I got were sourced from Italy. The shipping was free, and it was super fast. I ordered them while I was in London, and they arrived before I even got back. So that was a really fun surprise to come back to. So let's unbox these shoes together. When you first open up the box, you have an envelope from SENSER, which contains your invoice. You can see that the shoes were carefully wrapped. And they come in their original box. I'm gonna go ahead and set these down so that we can open them together. Let's go ahead and open the lid. All of this packaging is the original packaging, which is awesome. And it comes with the care instruction card. Now let's go ahead and remove the tissue paper. The shoes come in their original dust bags. And here are the shoes. It is such a beautiful shoe. So I really wanted to get these shoes because I wanted something that gave me a little bit of height. So the chunky look, but without it being too big for my petite frame. You just had the small, minimal black YSL logo on them, but it's very discreet. So I can easily match it with gold or silver hardware on my jewelry or my bags. I like that these are very simple, very plain, very elegant. So yeah, it's just very versatile. And they're also just really comfortable out of the gate. So yeah, I'm really excited to be wearing these. So not only did I find these shoes in my size, but I also got them for much less than I would have gotten them in Paris, even after the VAT tax refund, which is insane. Things happen for a reason. I would definitely recommend checking SENSER out. For the upcoming holiday season, actually, they are offering 7% off between December 5th and 22nd. And then they're offering 9% off between December 23rd and 26th. I also have a discount code for you. So with my code, you can get an additional 4% off. I will put all of these details in the description box below. So if you were to get these exact loafers, you would get them for $495 with my code. I would say if you see something you like, get it right away. Stock can be limited because they're sourced from boutiques all around Europe, especially for those popular sale items. I would say act fast. I'm excited to look at some more items on SENSER, some that are on my wish list. So for example, this Bottega Veneta bag, I've been looking at it for a while. And if I just compare it to Bottega Veneta's US website, it is $3,900 pre-tax. Yet on SENSER, it is $3,140. That's with duties included and the 7% off. And then when you add my 4% off code with that, the total comes out to $3,014. So that is a significant savings. If you consider what the price of the bag would be with tax, yeah, that's basically like $1,000 off right there. I am so happy with these shoes. So thank you, SENSER. So next up, I'm going to go through some of the vintage items. The first one is this gorgeous red leather jacket. We actually found this at a random pop-up in the Marais. And so I don't know how long they're doing their pop-up for, but it's definitely not one of those permanent boutiques. My friend Lauren had found a black leather jacket there that was similar. It had kind of like a drawstring feature. And then I found this one on another rack, and I'm normally a neutrals girl, but there's something about this red color. I don't know what it is. And red is popular for fall. It's been so for the last year and a half. Honestly, red is a color I think that of all the colors doesn't really ever go out of style. I wanted something different. The drawstring here goes throughout, and just the cut is beautiful. I'll insert some clips of me wearing it when I was in Paris, actually. I can see myself wearing this for like upcoming holiday parties, or as we get into like February and March. And then again, you know, fall next year. I just like that it offers a little pop, but it's not like a bright red. I think goes pretty well with my skin tone. It's very smooth, but kind of sexy, actually. At the bottom, it kind of has these little like points in the front and in the back. So yeah, it just has a really interesting cut and design throughout. These subtle details really make the jacket. The other vintage find you will have seen in my Paris vlog. It is this gorgeous Max Mara coat. I was so surprised to see this, and when I wore it, it just looked like a dream. It's definitely more like a plum color. Depending on the light, it can look burgundy and then it can look brown. In this light, it's very much like a plum. That's how it's showing on the camera too. I just love this ruffle detail on the collar, also on the sleeves. It's just really pretty. It just fits beautifully. It's very warm too. It's one of those pieces that you can dress up or dress down. It is just perfect for the season. I found it at the Room Vintage. They actually have 2 locations in Marais. We went to one store on the main drag in Marais on Saturday, so I decided to go check out the other one a couple days later. And yeah, this one was looking right at me. It's in incredible shape. And it was like 300 euros. Something like this would be like $3,000. So yeah, really, really good find. I definitely recommend checking the Room Vintage. So the next piece I found was at Vintage Valois. They are in the, I want to say 8th arrondissement. I've been there a few times. They have incredible inventory and special pieces, like hard to find pieces. And I found this beautiful Hermes Picotin. This is in gold, in Epsom leather. I know that most Picotins come in Togo, I believe, but I like the Epsom because it definitely keeps its shape. And look at these handles. This is really what took my breath away. It has palladium hardware. I was on the fence on whether or not I would be comfortable carrying a bag that just had a top handle and no strap. The Hermes Birkin is like that. The Picotin's like that. So I basically did a lot of test driving with the Demilia meaty bag, and I realized actually I really don't mind it at all. As a matter of fact, it kind of gives my shoulders a break. And this bag is very light, super light. I fell in love right away. I couldn't pass this up. I knew that this would be a really good investment for my wardrobe. I just wanted something that's a little bit different than the standard Picotin that's out there. And yeah, this is definitely it. So this is like the special find from my trip. It is in the 18 size. It is in perfect condition. It still even has like stickers on the bottom that I need to take off. If it didn't come with its own dust bag, you will have a really good dust bag from Vintage Valois. I wore it a couple of times in London. It's really actually easy to carry. It's just a really versatile piece as well. Not too big, not too small, the perfect size. So yeah, really excited for my Picotin. I actually got this sweater and this sweater here. So you'll have also seen that I wore these in my Paris vlog. I got these from Gallego Desportes, and the person who designs these clothes also owns the proper store in Le Marais, so that was pretty cool. She does like bring in some pieces from other brands, but 80% of the store is basically her clothes that she designs. Honestly, like both of these kind of make me think of Cézanne a little bit. I love this detail here. It's a very loose sweater, but also still like pretty flattering, just the way it falls. And I love this color too. As much as I love wearing black in winter, I feel like I need to wear more light colors to brighten things up a bit. This sweater also is gorgeous. It's 50% mohair and then the rest is wool. It's very light in weight, but it definitely keeps you warm. It falls really nicely. It's roomy, but it's also very sophisticated. It has like a wider neckline, which is very feminine. I decided it would be nice to have this color in my wardrobe, especially since I do have shoes, accessories, belts, etc. with this color. I will link to all of the places that I went to where I found these items, and if the items do exist online, I will link to those as well. So in London, I went to Harrods. The Christmas decorations are just beautiful, by the way. You'll see that in the London vlog that is coming soon. I went by Chanel there, and I don't know if you remember, but I think it was brown and gray or brown and black. These velvet ballet flats were just so popular. I know they were for the fall winter collection. I was looking to see if any stores had them at this point, and they were either sold out or didn't have my size. So when I went to Harrods, I walked by their Chanel store, and then I happened to see a very similar alternative that kind of gave the same vibe. So here they are, these beautiful ballet flats. It's like a tweed fabric, and it is still a very neutral taupe color, but when you look closely, you can see that it also has bits of pink, and I just find that really cute. It just ends up going really great against my skin tone. It's got the fabric cap toe here. They definitely give that similar effect for fall winter, but also really great for spring. These were also super comfortable. I have not had that experience with most ballet flats when I bought them new out of the store. Like typically they require some wears to like finally break them in, but these were very comfortable right off the bat. I'm normally a 38. And this was another time where a 38 was too big. And so I tried on a 37.5 and it fit. That is normally not the case with Chanel ballet flats. Normally you have to go like at least a half size up, sometimes a full size up, but 38s tend to work for me. And then yeah, 37.5 on these ones. So I don't know what it is. Yeah, these particular ones. I just say like always try them on in the boutique because you just never know. Now in the UK, they don't do tax-free. However, if you had them shipped to your address in the US, then they will deduct the London and UK tax from it, and then they will tell you what the customs fee will be in the US. You could pay for it right away, and you will still end up getting them for cheaper than you would have if you bought them in the US. And once again, it was one of those things where I got back home and the next day it arrived. So there you have it. Stay tuned for the London vlog that will be coming soon. If you enjoy these types of videos, then I encourage you to subscribe and click on the notification bell so that you receive alerts whenever I upload new videos. Thanks so much, and I'll see you on the next one.